What are the best new cars of the year that you should buy? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. I test drive a lot of new vehicles for this channel, and today I'm going to share which new vehicles are the very best ones that I've tested so far this year. I'm going to include something for every budget on this list, and every single one of these vehicles should be a very safe, reliable choice that offers excellent value for the money. Let's get started with the first vehicle on the list, which is the redesigned Toyota Camry Hybrid. The Camry has always been known as a safe, reliable choice, and for 2025, Toyota gave it a full redesign, improving it in many meaningful ways. The Camry is known for being a spacious, comfortable car, and in that respect, the latest version is the best one yet. It's so incredibly comfortable, well made, and nice to drive that it really is tough to justify spending another 20 or 30 grand on a luxury car. Because the Camry really feels like you're getting a near luxury car experience with an affordable price tag. It really is that nice to drive. Another great feature is that the Camry is now only available with a hybrid engine, and it is a very good one. The Camry uses Toyota's well-proven two-motor hybrid system with a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, an ECVT, and a choice of either front-wheel or all-wheel drive. It's powerful, refined, and best of all, incredibly fuel efficient. And because Toyota has been making this hybrid system forever, the reliability is as good as it gets. Camrys are famous for their ability to rack up enormous mileage with ease, so if you're looking for a reliable, long-lasting car, this is an excellent choice. In fact, if you want a car period, it doesn't get much better than the Camry. It really is all the car that most consumers will ever need, and one they can feel safe putting their money into. Just a great all-around car. But the Camry is not the only brand new Toyota that I tested this past year that I was extremely impressed with. Another one that makes the list is the Toyota Crown Signia. The Crown Signia is a mid-size crossover, slightly longer than the popular RAV4, but significantly more luxurious and premium feeling. It's the perfect choice for those who love the RAV4 but want something that's quieter, more comfortable, and just more luxurious. Not only does it drive better, but the interior is a big step up with nicer finishes, better technology, and nice cushy leather seats. The cargo area is also super long and deep, especially with the rear seats folded. And like the Camry, the Crown Signia only comes with a hybrid engine, the same fuel-efficient, well-proven, ultra-reliable hybrid system as the Camry and RAV4 hybrid. There are only two real issues with the Crown Signia that hold it back. One, it is expensive, basically the same price as a very comparable Lexus NX350h hybrid, which is a nearly identical vehicle in Lexus form that is arguably a better choice because of the second issue, which is that the Crown Signia has limited availability and is tough to get your hands on. But if you can get one and you're a fan of what you see, there's no question it's an amazing choice. Now, moving on to the next impressive car that I tested this past year, which is arguably one of the very best, especially for those shopping on a budget. And that car is the updated Honda Civic Hybrid. I knew this car would be good before testing it, but I really did not expect it to be this exceptional. Honda absolutely knocked it out of the park with this one, making what is quite possibly the very best all-around new car for the average income consumer. The 2025 Civic is available as either a conventional sedan or a more practical hatchback, both of which are very spacious, excellent family-size vehicles. The least expensive trims get a conventional 2-liter naturally aspirated engine, which is a fine choice, a perfectly adequate, efficient, and reliable engine that Honda has had for ages. With the higher trims, however, you get the hybrid engine, which is just so much better in almost every possible way. It's smooth, remarkably fuel efficient, and surprisingly powerful. It's the ultimate win-win in every way. And like Toyota, Honda's hybrid systems are known for their excellent reliability, so there are no concerns there. And what about safety, technology, and resale value? Well, the Civic is top-notch in every one of those areas too. Put it all together and you have the perfect all-around package that almost any consumer shopping for a normal car will be satisfied with and can reasonably afford. Frankly, the Civic is so good that it makes many new vehicles that cost double its price tag just look like a waste of money. And unlike comparable Toyota hybrids, you can easily get one without a waiting period. Yup, Honda absolutely nailed it. Moving on to the next vehicle on the list, this was another really nice surprise that should definitely not be overlooked. And that vehicle is the Mazda CX-70. The CX-70 is Mazda's 5-seater mid-sized SUV. It is basically just a CX-90 with the third row of seats removed, which means you get an absolutely enormous cargo area, making this the ultimate family SUV. At least for those who don't need more than 5 seats. The other thing I really like about the CX-70 is just how nicely balanced it is. It has style, sportiness, a luxurious interior filled with great tech and features. It's basically a luxury SUV at a slightly discounted price. Another nice thing is that you can choose whether to get a powerful turbo 6-cylinder engine, or if you want better fuel economy, you can get a 4-cylinder plug-in hybrid engine. Mazda has also developed a great reputation for its quality and reliability, so like the other vehicles on this list, this should be a very safe SUV to buy that's not going to give you a lot of headaches. The only real downsides, well, it is a sporty SUV, so the ride is a bit stiff. And the more practical CX-90 with the extra row of seats is basically the same price. So for many, it probably makes more sense. In any case, the CX-70 is a great SUV that should not be overlooked. The next vehicle on the list is the first luxury brand vehicle that I'm sharing, and I'm telling you, when I tested this vehicle earlier in the year, I did not want to give it back. And that vehicle is the Lexus GX 550. This is another newly redesigned model this year. Lexus gave the GX its most comprehensive update in over a decade, and the result is spectacular. This is truly what luxury is all about. The GX looks and feels like a Range Rover or Mercedes G-Wagon that costs a fraction of the price, but doesn't sacrifice a single thing. The driving experience is amazing. It has that big, commanding road presence and high seating position with amazing visibility. It has great ride quality and excellent strong performance from a powerful twin-turbo V6 engine. It can also do anything off-road related that a Range Rover or G-Wagon can do, and the interior is beautifully luxurious and incredibly spacious. Both 2-row and 3-row seating options are available, which is very nice, and because it is a Lexus, you get the luxury ownership experience without the quality issues and rapid depreciation that practically every other luxury vehicle suffers from. It is a true gem that Lexus absolutely nailed to near perfection, and for those who have the money, it's an outstanding choice. Okay, the next vehicle on the list is something rather special and unique for a very select few buyers, and the opportunity came along to test drive it, and I just could not say no. And needless to say, I was very impressed. That vehicle is the Porsche 911 Dakar. I know this is not an average consumer-oriented vehicle, but it is an amazing one that I was truly blown away by. Of course, Porsche 911s are among the very best sports cars. They're fast, fun, and well made, and the Dakar is a very special version. It's a rally-inspired, off-road capable 911 with extra ground clearance, height adjustable suspension, a special body kit, all built around the 911 Carrera GTS. What I really liked is having that extra ground clearance, which will likely never be used for any real off-roading, but it was amazing driving a fast sports car with not having to worry about scraping the bottom going over ramps or speed bumps. It delivers the full Porsche 911 experience, which is amazing, and it's also a very special one, limited to only 1,500 units, which means that anyone who manages to get their hands on one for MSRP has a guaranteed collector item on their hands that will not drop $1 in value. I really liked it, and months after driving it, I still think about it today. And that brings me to the last car on the list that I have to share, and very much like the 911 Dakar, this is another extremely wild, over-the-top, very special sports car that very few can actually afford, but those who can and get their hands on one, they are getting an incredible ride. And that car is the Lamborghini Huracan Storado. Needless to say, this is one that made a real impression. Lamborghini offered me a test drive, and how could I say no? Like the Dakar, the Storado is a rally-inspired special with extra ground clearance and many neat off-road goodies. But this is still a Lamborghini Huracan, which means you get a 610 plus horsepower, naturally aspirated V10 engine with a screaming redline and wild performance. It is a proper missile and an absolute blast to drive, but would you really expect anything less? Like the Dakar, this is a limited run model, which means that collector status is pretty much guaranteed. And anyone that gets their hands on one is getting a truly special ride. Now again, I know this is not the type of vehicle that most consumers can afford, including myself, but if I had the money to buy one, is this a car that I would personally buy? Well, how about I answer that question from behind the wheel? Is it a car that I would buy if I had the money? Well, I wouldn't say that it's exactly my taste, but if you did want something that's very special, very exciting to drive with a lot of theater and excitement and a very exciting special look that draws a lot of attention, well, this is going to do the trick. And I think for what you're getting, it really isn't that bad of a buy. But you know what? Driving this car for a few days has been more than enough for me, and I couldn't be more thankful for the experience and thankful to all of you for watching these videos and allowing something like this to happen. So again, thank you very much. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also check out my other videos by clicking the links. You can follow me on Instagram. And if you need any additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, although not a Lamborghini, make sure to check out carhelpcanada.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.